In a heartwarming turn of events, a bullied girl who was anxious about attending prom received an unexpected visitor, none other than Keanu Reeves. As her feelings of fear and isolation loomed, the beloved actor showed up at her door, turning her night into a fairy tale moment. This surprise not only lifted her spirits, but also sparked conversations about kindness, empathy, and the importance of standing up against bullying. Reeves, known for his genuine character and charitable nature, demonstrated once again that even a small act can create a significant impact in someone's life. This story serves as a reminder that compassion can come from the most unexpected places, inspiring others to spread kindness in their own communities. In a world where kindness can often seem rare, a story emerged that touched the hearts of many and reminded us all of the impact that compassion can have. This is the story of Tilly, a young girl who faced bullying at her school, and how a surprise visit from the beloved actor Keanu Reeves turned her life around in a matter of moments. Tilly had been looking forward to her prom, an event that many high school students dream about. However, due to the bullying she faced from her peers, her excitement quickly turned into fear. The anticipation of dressing up, dancing, and creating unforgettable memories was overshadowed by anxiety and feelings of isolation. She felt alone and scared, dreading the idea of facing a room full of people who had made her feel worthless. Tilly's story is not unique. Unfortunately, many young people face bullying in various forms. Whether it's through verbal taunts, social exclusion, or cyberbullying, the effects can be devastating. Tilly's experiences at school left her feeling anxious and unworthy, struggling to find a place where she belonged. The impact of bullying goes beyond the immediate harm. It can affect mental health, self-esteem, and the ability to form connections with others. In her own words, Tilly described how the constant bullying had taken a toll on her self-confidence. "I just wanted to be like everyone else, to feel accepted and loved," she said. "But every day was a reminder that I was different, that I didn't fit in." With prom approaching, the weight of her emotions felt heavier than ever. As Tilly navigated her feelings of fear and insecurity, she found solace in her family and a few close friends who supported her. They encouraged her to embrace her uniqueness and not let the negative voices drown out her spirit. However, the thought of facing her bullies at prom was daunting, and the event that should have been a celebration felt more like a nightmare. As prom night drew closer, Tilly's anxiety reached a peak. She decided to stay home instead of attending, fearing that the bullying would only continue. Little did she know that a small act of kindness was about to change everything. One day, a family friend caught wind of Tilly's situation and decided to reach out to Keanu Reeves, knowing how much he valued kindness and how he often helped others. This friend shared Tilly's story, detailing her struggles with bullying and her fear of attending prom. To everyone's surprise, Keanu himself was moved by Tilly's story and wanted to help. Arranging for a special visit, Keanu planned to knock on Tilly's door and give her the surprise of a lifetime. On the day of the visit, Tilly was at home, feeling down and overwhelmed. She had decided to wear her beautiful prom dress, even though she wouldn't be attending, hoping to at least capture a bit of the magic in her own way. As she twirled in front of the mirror, feeling both beautiful and sad, she heard a knock at the door. At first, she thought it was her imagination, but when the knock came again, she walked cautiously to the door. When she opened it, she could hardly believe her eyes. There stood Keanu Reeves, smiling warmly at her. "Hi, Tilly," he said, his voice gentle and reassuring. "I heard You could use a friend tonight. Tilly's heart raced, and her eyes widened in disbelief. The actor she had admired from afar was standing right in front of her, and for a moment, all her worries faded away. The warmth of Keanu's presence enveloped her, and he stepped inside, instantly lighting up the room. Tilly couldn't help but smile, her previous fears washed away by the sheer joy of the moment. As they sat down together, Keanu listened attentively as Tilly shared her experiences, her fears about prom, and the bullying she had endured. "I just wanted to be normal," Tilly said, tears brimming in her eyes. "I wanted to go to prom like everyone else, but I was so scared of what might happen." Keanu nodded, his expression empathetic. "You are not alone, Tilly. Everyone has faced challenges, and it's okay to feel scared. What matters is how we rise above those challenges." Their conversation flowed effortlessly, and Tilly found comfort in Keanu's genuine kindness. He shared stories from his own life, recounting moments when he had felt vulnerable or out of place. As they talked, Keanu encouraged Tilly to embrace her uniqueness and reminded her that she was deserving of love and acceptance. "You have a light inside you, Tilly," he said. "Don't let anyone dim that light. You're stronger than you think." "Would you like to go to prom with me?" Keanu asked playfully, a twinkle in his eye. Tilly couldn't believe what she was hearing. "Really?" she exclaimed, her excitement bubbling over. "You'd really do that for me?" "Absolutely," Keanu replied, smiling. "It would be an honor to take you. We'll make it a night to remember." The idea of attending prom with Keanu Reeves transformed Tilly's anxiety into sheer excitement. She realized that this wasn't just about attending an event. It was about standing up against the bullying that had haunted her for so long. With a newfound sense of courage, Tilly felt ready to face the night. On the night of prom, Tilly got ready with the help of her family. As she slipped into her beautiful dress and did her hair, she couldn't shake off the feeling that tonight would be different. With her heart racing, she thought of Keanu and the support he had given her. When the time came, Keanu arrived to pick her up. He looked dapper in his suit, and the sight of him made Tilly's heart soar. Together, they took pictures and shared laughter, the weight of her fears dissolving with every smile. As they entered the venue, Tilly could feel a mix of excitement and nerves, but Keanu, ever the supportive companion, kept her spirits high. They danced, mingled with other students, and made memories that would last a lifetime. Tilly couldn't believe how much fun she was having, and it felt liberating to be free from the shadows of bullying. Throughout the night, Keanu made sure Tilly felt comfortable and included. He introduced her to his friends and ensured she knew that she was valued. Tilly felt a sense of belonging that she had longed for, and the experience was nothing short of magical. As the evening progressed, the moment arrived for the crowning of the prom queen. Tilly watched as her peers cheered and celebrated, but this time she didn't feel out of place. Instead, she felt empowered, standing next to Keanu, who cheered for her. When the announcement came, Tilly's heart raced. "And the prom queen is Tilly." The crowd erupted in applause, and Tilly could hardly believe it. She had never imagined that she would be celebrated in this way, especially after everything she had been through. Overwhelmed with emotion, Tilly felt tears streaming down her face. Keanu pulled her into a warm embrace, whispering, "You deserve this, Tilly. You are incredible." In that moment, Tilly realized that she was not defined by the bullying or the negativity she had faced. Instead, she was a young woman who had the strength to rise above and shine brightly in the face of adversity. The support of Keanu Reeves and the acceptance she felt from her peers transformed her perspective on herself and her worth. As the night drew to a close, Tilly and Keanu stepped outside, the cool breeze wrapping around them like a comforting blanket. "Thank you for everything," Tilly said, her voice filled with gratitude. "I never would have made it through this night without you." Keanu smiled warmly, his eyes twinkling. "It was my pleasure, Tilly. Remember, you have the power to create your own happiness. Don't let anyone take that away from you." As they parted ways, Tilly felt an overwhelming sense of hope for the future. She had faced her fears, made lasting memories, and received a priceless lesson in kindness. A heart-wrenching moment unfolded as a devoted fan facing their final days wished for one last chance to say goodbye. In their darkest hour, they held on to the hope of meeting their lifelong hero, Keanu Reeves. What happened next is nothing short of extraordinary. Just when it seemed like time was running out, Keanu did something that will truly restore your faith in humanity. His reaction to the fans' final goodbye will move you to tears and show why he's not just a Hollywood star, but a compassionate soul. Keanu Reeves, despite his massive fame, remains one of the most humble and kind-hearted figures in Hollywood. Known for his generosity and down-to-earth personality, Keanu's story is far more than just his iconic roles in films like The Matrix or John Wick. His actions and interactions off-screen speak volumes about the man he truly is, someone who values kindness and connection over wealth and fame. From selfless acts of generosity to his respectful and genuine treatment of fans, Keanu Reeves has become a symbol of compassion and humility, admired not only for his acting, but for the way he carries himself in a world often obsessed with celebrity status. Keanu's generosity is legendary, but the most striking thing about it is how he goes about his good deeds quietly. He doesn't seek attention or recognition for the acts of kindness he performs. There are countless stories of him going above and beyond to help others, from donating large sums of money to charity to supporting the people he works with behind the scenes on his film sets. One of the most famous stories involves Keanu's contributions to cancer research. After his sister battled leukemia for many years, Keanu made it a personal mission to support cancer charities and research initiatives. He has privately donated millions of dollars to these causes without publicizing it, simply because he cares. But Keanu's generosity doesn't just extend to charitable donations. His kindness is woven into the way he treats people in his everyday life, particularly those who help make his films possible. During the filming of The Matrix, Keanu made headlines for gifting the stunt team Harley-Davidson motorcycles. This gesture was his way of thanking them for the intense work they put into making the action scenes so memorable. He understood the risks and effort that the stunt team endured and wanted to show his appreciation in a tangible way. For him, these aren't just co-workers, but people who deserve recognition for their hard work. Another example of Keanu's generosity came during the production of The Devil's Advocate, where he famously took a significant pay cut to ensure Al Pacino could be cast in the film. Similarly, on The Replacements, Keanu forfeited millions of dollars to bring in Gene Hackman. These are not just financial sacrifices, they represent Keanu's belief in the importance of collaboration and the well-being of his colleagues. He recognizes that filmmaking is a team effort, and that sometimes the best way to show your respect for others is by making personal sacrifices. It's not only Keanu's co-workers who benefit from his kindness and humility. Random strangers, fans, and even people passing by have had their lives touched by his generosity. There are countless stories of Keanu stepping in to help others in unexpected ways. Whether it's offering his seat on a crowded subway or buying meals for crew members during long shoots, Keanu's approach to life is centered around making people's days a little bit better. He doesn't do these things for the cameras or for praise. It's simply in his nature to be kind and considerate. One story that particularly stands out involves a fan's heartbreaking situation. A terminally ill teenager expressed a final wish to meet his hero, Keanu Reeves. After hearing about the fan's wish, Keanu took time out of his busy schedule to meet the young man, spend time with him, and talk about movies and life. This was a deeply personal and private moment, and it was done without any media fanfare. For Keanu, it wasn't about garnering attention, but about giving this fan a memorable experience. The teenager's family spoke later about how much this meeting meant to their son and how it gave him immense happiness in his final days. Keanu's approach to life is refreshingly simple, especially when compared to the often glamorous and ostentatious lifestyles of many in Hollywood. He doesn't surround himself with luxury, nor does he behave as if he is above anyone else. Instead, Keanu leads a modest and unpretentious life, often forgoing the trappings of fame for more humble choices. He's frequently seen riding the subway in New York or Toronto, dressed in simple clothes, blending in with the crowd. Fans are often surprised when they realize that the person sitting next to them on public transport is one of the most famous actors in the world. This humility extends to the way Keanu conducts himself in interviews and public appearances. He's never one to boast or flaunt his success. Instead, he often downplays his achievements and redirects the conversation toward the work or the people around him. His humility is especially evident when he talks about his own life experiences. Keanu has faced significant personal challenges, including the loss of close family members and friends, but he speaks about these difficulties with grace and perspective. He doesn't seek pity or dwell on these tragedies, but instead focuses on how they've shaped his worldview and deepened his empathy for others. What also sets Keanu apart is his refusal to engage in the excesses of celebrity culture. Unlike many other A-listers, he doesn't live in a sprawling mansion or drive the latest luxury cars. He keeps his lifestyle simple, finding happiness in the everyday rather than in material possessions. This approach is a reflection of Keanu's belief that life is about the people you share it with, not the things you accumulate. It's an attitude that resonates with many of his fans, who appreciate his authenticity in an industry where image often matters more than substance. One of the most endearing aspects of Keanu's personality is the way he interacts with his fans. In a world where celebrities often maintain a distance from the public, Keanu has a reputation for being approachable, generous with his time, and genuinely interested in the people who admire his work. He's not one to brush off fans or avoid them. Instead, he makes a point of engaging with them, listening to their stories, and treating them with kindness and respect. There are countless stories of fans encountering Keanu in everyday settings, at airports, on the street, in restaurants, and being amazed by how down-to-earth he is. He never rushes through these interactions, and he doesn't make people feel as though they're inconveniencing him. Whether it's signing autographs, taking pictures, or having a brief conversation, Keanu makes sure that the people who approach him feel seen and valued. One famous story involved a fan waiting outside a theater after a John Wick screening. The fan wanted an autograph, but Keanu went above and beyond. He not only signed the autograph, but also engaged in a conversation with the fan, asking about their day and genuinely showing interest in their life. It's this level of attention and care that has solidified Keanu's reputation as one of the nicest people in Hollywood. Even when faced with challenging situations, Keanu remains gracious and kind. There was an incident where a fan mistakenly believed they were bothering him while he was reading in a cafe. Instead of brushing them off, Keanu politely stopped what he was doing, gave the fan his full attention, and made them feel comfortable. It's moments like these that show how much Keanu values the people around him, regardless of their status or role in his life. Another notable example of his fan interaction is when a child on a plane recognized him and wanted to talk about movies. Keanu didn't just give the child a quick response, he engaged in a full conversation, patiently answering questions and discussing his favorite films. For Keanu, these interactions are not burdens, but opportunities to connect with others in a meaningful way. Keanu also goes out of his way to ensure that his fans' experiences with him are positive and memorable. In an era of social media where celebrity encounters are often broadcast to the world, Keanu is conscious of how his actions affect those who admire him. He consistently acts with kindness, whether he's aware of being recorded or not. There's a story of Keanu helping a stranded traveler at an airport, staying with them until they were able to get a flight and making sure they were okay. Keanu Reeves, known for his humility and kindness, has always intrigued fans with his down-to-earth nature, especially considering his immense fame. One question that often arises is why this Hollywood icon chooses to forgo the protection of a bodyguard. In a world where celebrities often travel with extensive security teams, Reeves stands out for his independence. The real reason behind this decision reveals much about his character and values, shedding light on the man behind the blockbuster films and his unique approach to fame and personal safety.
You can't take a compliment,
anyway,
can you?
It was cool. I mean, to work with Angelica Houston and Halle Berry, Mark Dacascos.
This is the reaction of what the nicest guy in the world would
Anyway,
do, by the way.
Keanu Reeves is often celebrated not just for his impressive body of work in films, but also for his remarkable kindness and generosity. His actions reflect a deep understanding of the human experience, and he consistently uses his platform to make a positive impact. Delves into the various instances of his kindness, illustrating how his character shines through both on and off the screen. One of the most notable aspects of Keanu's generosity is his genuine interactions with fans. Unlike many celebrities who may be guarded or distant, Keanu is known for his warmth and approachability. He often takes the time to engage with fans, whether it's a simple smile, a wave, or a heartfelt conversation. There are numerous anecdotes of him stopping to chat with fans, taking pictures, and even offering words of encouragement. This willingness to connect demonstrates his belief in the importance of kindness, showing that he values the people who admire his work. In addition to his interactions with fans, Keanu has a reputation for being incredibly generous in his charitable endeavors. He has quietly donated millions to children's hospitals and cancer research organizations, often without seeking recognition for his contributions. His philanthropy stems from a personal understanding of struggle and the importance of giving back to the community. By supporting causes that resonate with him, he exemplifies how individuals can use their resources to help others, inspiring those around him to do the same. One of the most touching stories of Keanu's kindness comes from his time on set. Known for treating crew members with respect and appreciation, he often goes out of his way to make everyone feel valued. Reports have emerged of him buying lunch for the entire crew or leaving generous tips for staff in restaurants. These small gestures may seem minor, but they have a significant impact on those who work with him, fostering a sense of camaraderie and respect that is often lacking in the industry. Keanu's generosity extends beyond financial contributions and acts of kindness. He has also been known to lend his voice and presence to various causes. For instance, he has participated in charity events and fundraisers, using his celebrity status to raise awareness and funds for important issues. His involvement reflects a commitment to social responsibility, demonstrating that he understands the power of his platform and the difference he can make by advocating for those in need. Moreover, Keanu is often described as humble and grounded, which further enhances his reputation as a kind individual. Despite his fame, he remains unpretentious, often opting for a low-key lifestyle. This humility is evident in the way he interacts with others, treating everyone he meets with respect and kindness, regardless of their status. This genuine approach to life sets him apart in an industry often filled with ego and competition. In addition to his charitable work and respectful demeanor, Keanu has also been involved in mentorship roles. He has taken the time to guide and inspire young actors, sharing his insights and experiences. By investing in the next generation, he embodies the spirit of kindness that encourages others to pursue their dreams. His willingness to support others in their journeys reflects a belief in the importance of community and collaboration. Keanu's kindness is also apparent in his treatment of animals. He has been known to advocate for animal rights and has been seen caring for pets and strays alike. His compassion for all living beings underscores his belief in kindness as a fundamental value. This respect for life, whether human or animal, highlights a deeper understanding of empathy that resonates with many. Additionally, his genuine nature has often led to memorable moments that showcase his character. There are countless instances where he has gone out of his way to help those in need, whether it's assisting a fellow traveler or supporting a fan going through a tough time. These spontaneous acts of kindness reveal a man who is not only aware of the struggles of others, but is also willing to take action to help. Keanu's demeanor and approach to life can also be seen in his professional work. In his film roles, he often portrays characters that embody strength, resilience, and kindness. Whether it's the iconic role of Neo in The Matrix or the heartfelt portrayal in John Wick, his characters often reflect the values he holds dear. This alignment between his personal beliefs and professional choices resonates with audiences, creating a deeper connection between him and his fans. Furthermore, Keanu's ability to remain grounded amidst fame is a lesson in humility for many. He has faced challenges in his life, including personal tragedies, yet he continues to approach life with grace and positivity. His resilience is not just a testament to his character, but also serves as an inspiration to others who may be facing their own struggles. Through his actions and interactions, Keanu Reeves has established himself as a role model for kindness and generosity. His willingness to connect with fans, support charitable causes, and treat everyone with respect sets a powerful example in an industry often driven by competition and superficiality. He embodies the idea that kindness can create a ripple effect, inspiring others to follow suit. In conclusion, Keanu Reeves stands out not only for his impressive body of work, but also for his remarkable character. His kindness and generosity are evident in every aspect of his life, from his interactions with fans to his philanthropic efforts. Keanu Reeves's approach to personal safety is as unique as his character. Known for his down-to-earth nature, he often chooses to navigate the world without a bodyguard, which is uncommon for someone of his stature. This decision reflects his desire for independence and a sense of normalcy in his life. Reeves prioritizes low-key and practical strategies for his safety. He is aware of his surroundings and exercises caution, often opting for quieter venues and avoiding unnecessary attention. His humble demeanor allows him to blend in, which can be a significant advantage when it comes to personal security. Additionally, Keanu values his privacy and tends to keep his personal life out of the public eye. This choice minimizes the risk of unwanted scrutiny and allows him to maintain a level of anonymity despite his fame. By cultivating a sense of normalcy, he mitigates potential safety concerns. Ultimately, Keanu's approach combines awareness, practicality, and a desire for a genuine connection with the world around him. This reflects his overall philosophy of valuing human interaction while still being mindful of his safety. Keanu Reeves is widely admired for his generosity, which extends far beyond the financial realm and is deeply rooted in his empathetic nature. His actions often reflect a profound sense of compassion and a desire to make a positive impact on the lives of others, whether it's through quiet donations, thoughtful gestures, or simply being present and kind. One of the most well-known examples of his generosity is his approach to his film earnings. Keanu has been reported to share his wealth with those around him, particularly the crews of his movies. During the production of the Matrix trilogy, he famously gave away a significant portion of his earnings, estimated to be in the millions, to the special effects and costume teams. He understood the critical role they played in bringing the films to life and wanted to ensure they felt appreciated and financially secure. This gesture wasn't about seeking attention, but rather about acknowledging the hard work and dedication of the people behind the scenes. His generosity doesn't stop at financial contributions. Keanu is also known for his personal gestures of kindness. There are numerous stories of him helping strangers in everyday situations, such as giving up his seat on the subway, assisting a woman whose car had broken down, or purchasing an ice cream cone just to sign the receipt for a fan. An injured mother, desperate and heartbroken, brings her ailing child to Keanu Reeves in a moment of sheer despair. What happened next left everyone stunned. Known for his kindness and compassion, Keanu's response to this unimaginable situation was nothing short of extraordinary. His actions, driven by pure empathy and generosity, turned a tragic moment into an unforgettable story of hope and humanity. Keanu Reeves is not just a Hollywood actor. He's a living example of what it means to be a genuinely good human being. His reputation for kindness and generosity has made him a beloved figure far beyond the realm of cinema. It's not just about the grand gestures or the money he's donated, although those are impressive. It's the consistent, quiet acts of decency that define who he is. We'll explore Keanu's unique approach to life, his interactions with people, and how he's managed to maintain his humility and grace despite his immense fame. One of the most striking aspects of Keanu's kindness is his ability to connect with people on a human level, no matter their background or status. He's often seen engaging with fans, taking the time to listen to their stories, and offering words of encouragement. For example, he's been known to spend several minutes chatting with people on the street, at airports, or in cafes, treating every interaction as an opportunity to make a genuine connection. This is not something you often see with celebrities, who are usually guarded and distant. Keanu's willingness to be present, to share a moment with someone he's just met, is a testament to his character. Keanu's generosity also extends to the film industry, where he's known for treating his colleagues with exceptional respect and kindness. Unlike many stars who might prioritize their own needs or comfort, Keanu is famous for going out of his way to make everyone on set feel appreciated. During the production of John Wick 3, he gifted personalized, high-end watches to each member of his stunt team as a way to acknowledge their hard work and dedication. This gesture wasn't about flaunting wealth. It was about recognizing the team effort behind the movie's success. Each watch was engraved with a message of gratitude, making it a personal and meaningful token of appreciation. Another story that highlights Keanu's kindness happened on the set of The Matrix. During the filming of this groundbreaking series, he quietly arranged for a significant portion of his earnings to be distributed among the special effects and costume departments. These are the people who often work tirelessly behind the scenes without receiving the recognition they deserve. Keanu understood this and wanted to ensure that their contributions were acknowledged, not just with words, but with financial support. His actions were never about seeking publicity. He didn't make a big announcement or seek media coverage. Instead, he did it because it was the right thing to do, a rare quality in an industry often driven by ego and competition. Keanu's kindness isn't confined to the film industry. It spills over into his everyday life. One of the most touching examples of this is how he treats people he encounters in ordinary situations. There's a famous story of him giving up his seat on the subway for a woman carrying a heavy bag. In a world where celebrities often demand special treatment, Keanu's unassuming behavior is a refreshing change. He rides public transport, waits in line, and generally conducts himself like any other person. These small, everyday acts of kindness might not seem like much, but they paint a picture of someone who genuinely respects and cares for those around him. His humility is also evident in how he handles his fame. Despite being one of the most recognizable actors in the world, Keanu avoids the trappings of celebrity culture. He doesn't indulge in extravagant lifestyles, preferring a quiet, low-profile existence. This is not because he can't afford luxury. His successful career has made him very wealthy, but because he chooses to live simply. He's often seen wearing the same casual clothes, dining at modest restaurants, and even participating in regular activities like shopping or reading at a park. This approach to life not only keeps him grounded, but also makes him more accessible to the people he encounters. Keanu's generosity is not limited to financial gifts or kind words. He also gives his time and energy to causes he believes in. He has a private foundation that supports cancer research and children's hospitals, causes that are close to his heart. What's remarkable is that he doesn't attach his name to these efforts. He doesn't seek to promote his philanthropy or use it as a branding tool. Instead, he operates quietly, letting his actions speak for themselves. This anonymity in giving is a powerful statement about his priorities and values, showing that for him, the act of helping is its own reward. In addition to his charitable work, Keanu has also taken steps to ensure that those around him are looked after. During the pandemic, he made significant donations to COVID-19 relief efforts and supported initiatives to help struggling film industry workers. These gestures, while financially substantial, were also deeply personal. He's aware of the hardships faced by those in his industry, particularly the crew members and support staff who often go unnoticed. By stepping up during a time of crisis, he demonstrated his commitment to the people who make his films possible. Keanu's kindness is also reflected in his advocacy for mental health and well-being. He's been open about his own struggles and the challenges he's faced, including personal losses and the pressure of maintaining a public persona. Instead of hiding these difficulties, he uses them as a way to connect with others who might be going through similar experiences. His openness and vulnerability have made him a relatable figure, someone who fans feel they can look up to, not just because of his success, but because of his humanity. Perhaps one of the most touching aspects of Keanu's generosity is how he inspires others. His fans and even fellow actors often cite him as a role model for how to live a meaningful and compassionate life. Stories of his kindness have become almost legendary, creating a ripple effect that encourages people to be more considerate and empathetic in their own lives. This impact, though intangible, is perhaps one of his greatest achievements. By simply being himself, Keanu has managed to inspire countless people to look beyond themselves and consider how they can make the world a little bit better. Keanu Reeves' generosity and kindness go beyond the typical narrative of a celebrity's philanthropic endeavors. His actions are woven into the fabric of his daily life, showing that being a good person doesn't require grand gestures or publicity. It's about the everyday choices, the small, considerate actions that make a lasting impact on those around him. For Keanu, it's not about the spotlight. It's about making genuine connections, whether he's on a film set, at a public event, or just living his day-to-day life. One of the most remarkable things about Keanu is his ability to remain humble despite his incredible success and fame. He doesn't flaunt his wealth or indulge in the trappings of celebrity life. Instead, he chooses to live simply and authentically. He's often seen riding the subway, dining at unpretentious restaurants, and interacting with people as if he were just another face in the crowd. This humility is not an act, it's a reflection of his true character. It's clear that Keanu hasn't let fame change who he is at his core. He values people over possessions, experiences over extravagance, and integrity over image.